And you mentioned about your Bharatanatyam and everything. How that helped you or shaped your career?
Well, I think, as he also said, that dance is a form of expression. And I think classical dances have taught me in a way to express, because we work on expressions a lot.
Yeah.
We do the mudras, right? We learn about every nook and corner of our body part, how the soul, mind, and body connects. That's classical dancing. And once you get into that, you are an actor in itself, right? You're expressing yourselves. You know how your hands should work while you're speaking about a particular word or a particular line, how you should move your hand. So when you see dancers talking, you will see that there are different movements in their hand, right? Yeah, so that comes from that. And I think that has molded me as an actor from childhood itself, because it wasn't really a problem for me when I actually went to acting workshops. When I went there and they were teaching those technicalities, I already knew them. So yes, it became a easier way out. But I would say, since the foundation came from the very childhood, it really helped me to soak in the things, little by little, and become a better person.
Yeah, and from that, I think the most important was Navrasa.
Yeah.
Like Navrasa has given, like, it's a basic and very
Yeah.
important tool from the dance, and especially classical dance, which just teach you a lot about your face, about your body, and how you being
Like,
present in
there
the
are like
emotion.
9 rasas.
Right. And then how you differentiate between them. Like often you get confused between anger and others.
And the transition from one to another, which triggers and which leads to what, all these
So in
things.
acting workshops also, they teach you this navarasa, and they teach you the transition, how to get from one expression to the other very beautifully and very softly, yet shouldn't look abrupt. So yeah, it's all connected, I feel.
Yeah, and you mentioned about your hardships that I'll come back, but I'm also excited to know about your fashion world, like your journey towards the fashion shows that you have done, or maybe you're getting into it. So how it is?
Again, like I would say one thing again, that fashion has been a form of expression only for me. Like since the childhood, I like to play with clothes. Like I was the one who used to look very different out of all the family members, because my mother was the one who wanted me to look very different, and like मैं
Yeah.
तुझे ऐसे कपड़े पहनाऊंगी, तुझे ऐसे पहनाऊंगी,
Yes.
तू ये कर, तू वो कर, हम लोग ये ट्राई करते हैं, हम लोग ये ट्राई करते हैं, all these things. But later on, when it actually happened when I shifted to Bombay, uh, I started going to battles. I started attending events. And the Instagram was the one thing which influenced me a lot. I learned a lot from Instagram. I would say Instagram has changed my life, not being on Instagram as a profile, as an handle, but to actually experience. Because if we go back to lockdown area, so I was not financially that strong since childhood. Like my family was not that supportive financially, because we were not that strong, so I could not really spend on teaching or anything or learning and all these things. So in lockdown, what used to happen in Instagram पे बहुत सारे teachers ना live sessions देते थे, online live sessions and all of that, and all those were free. So for me, that was a treasure. That I want to attend this person also, that person also live session, and like रात के 2 बज रहे 3 बज रहे और मैं पूरा दिन मैं बस वही कर रहा हूँ. And at that time the best part was that Jio has given us the free internet also.
Yeah.
So you can use the live how much ever you want. You don't have to also recharge and this and that. So it was the best time. Like it taught me a lot. And from that point to me taking the decision to shift to Bombay, and like that journey I'll talk about later. But first, the question is fashion. So whacking, which I talked about the dance style. So whacking is like, if I see and go deep into it, I think it has a lot of if you see the battles, if you see people dancing, they just don't go in any clothes and they dance.
Yeah.
They are well dressed. There are themes which we go
Yeah.
with. Like if we talk about, like, some of the jams has floral theme, some of the jam has golden black, some of the jam has you are in your euphoria. So there are very different themes. So we actually work on those themes, and we plan our outfit. So from there, the interest has started, and from that point, I think the द चुल जो बोलते हैं ना, वो जो चुल होती है एक्सपेरिमेंट करने की, मेरे को इसके ऊपर ये पहनना है, इसको यहाँ से काट के ये करना है, वो करना है, दैट हैज स्टार्टेड कि मुझे मतलब यू नो आई वांट टू प्ले विद क्लोथ्स, दैट वाज द ओनली पॉइंट. लाइक शर्ट को मैं ऐसे नहीं, मैं ऐसे पहनूंगा एंड देन उसके साथ मैं ये करूंगा वो करूंगा, एंड इट ऑल एक्चुअली स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम not learning from anywhere. Again, like neither dance nor fashion nor acting, it was all me understanding that I want to experiment, I want to play with these things. So I just started working on my wardrobe. Like I used to thrift a lot. It was like every Wednesday I have to go to this place. I won't tell where, but yeah, I used to go to this place and then go and then buy clothes. And my like point is कि अब मैं इसका क्या बनाऊँ? You know, so it was all about experimenting. And again, one more thing which fashion added was it just, you know, when you are well dressed, when you have your ornaments with you, it's almost like you have your weapon with you.
Yeah.
And when you are entering a battle mode and you know that you're gonna kill it, you know that you're gonna, you know, win the whole world with your outfit, it's that confidence, it just gives you that vibe.
Yeah. When you feel good, you only feel good when you look good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.